Hey guys, Accountability Angel here, and we are back outside the Criminal Justice Center, which is the courthouse on Etna Road in Ottawa, Illinois, and the home of the Sheriff's Department. And we're going in because I just left the downtown courthouse, and they informed me that there was no order from a judge, and they were unsure why they would have sent me down there because the judge that they wanted me to speak with was located here. And I spoke with Bob. He made that very clear. He did a good job. So we're doing that, and we're also going to attempt to turn in these 3 complaint forms and 5 FOIA request forms that I tried to bring to them on the 18th of December. It's now December 30th. And we're going to see if they're going to finally let me turn them in, because last time they said I wanted to be anonymous and I couldn't be. So we'll see. Alright, so.
Hi Angel, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
Are we on a first name basis now?
I don't know. What you got going, honey?
I need to turn several FOIAs into the Sheriff's Department, a couple complaints, and then the guys here also sent me to the downtown courthouse saying that Judge Ryan's secretary would have the court order, or whatever, the judge's order that I would be looking for that doesn't allow my phone in. And I spoke with Bob there that let me right in, and he said that any of that would be done here because they're like located here, and that there was no order like that anyway.
Okay, so do you want me to get Lieutenant Wolford?
I want to come and do my business.
I know, but I can't let you in with the phone.
Why?
Just past this point, I mean,
Well, okay, so where is the judge's secretary's office at?
downtown courthouse.
See, Bob just sent me back up here.
So you were down there with Bob?
Yeah. He's the one at the door.
Yeah, Bob, he's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he passed my audit. He let me right in like you're supposed to.
Well, that's because at that facility they allow the phones. And
But
then
they
you
told
also at
last time Lieutenant
This
Wolf.
is the criminal division, so they don't at this criminal division.
But there's no order for it. That's what they sent me down there for. They said, well, you had to go down the other courthouse, and that, we're just following orders. And I'm like, well, at what point do you realize your orders are breaking the constitutional oath you took, and put that ahead, saying, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore until you guys show me something that goes above the Constitution of the United States. But yeah, so his secretary is not here either.
No, she is. She's located at the downtown courthouse, correct?
Oh my God.
It's the chief judge's office.
Uh-huh.
See, the chief judge reigns in this division here, but his office is located at the 119 West Madison Street division.
I gotcha. So, you guys still have no paperwork saying that people can't come in and film with their First Amendment rights.
Posted signs for no cell phones past this point.
But I could post signs for a lot of things at my house. I can post a garage sale sign. I don't even have to have a garage sale, But anyway, well, okay. If you're okay with yourself violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights, then I will go ahead and, just so we're very clear that that's what you're doing. And you guys have many times, so I think your qualified immunity is shot. But I definitely need to turn these in. So either way, I need somebody to come take these.
To get them and whatnot.
Yep.
I'll go get Lieutenant Wolford, okay?
Perfect.
Hopefully he's available.
Yeah, anybody but the undersheriff. He's an oathbreaker. So I'm trying to be nice. Who's calling my name? So somebody has said my name. I thought I heard it the first time, but I definitely heard it the second time. I think what they said was get to work. That's what I'm doing. I sure hope that that's not one of your guys' officers. That's all I'm going to say. You better hope it's not. Well, that guy's lucky. I'm going to remain friendly for now.
Did you have a good Christmas?
I had an awesome Christmas. How about you?
I did. We have some grandkids, so it always makes it fun when there's little kids involved.
Oh, I bet.
It's more for them than anybody.
Yep, I heard that. My kids had a lot of fun making the mess.
Yeah. Paper everywhere. Yes, I like flashing that. Hi, Trisha.
Dave is in a meeting. They're in an interview.
Well, she would like to turn in her paperwork, so somebody's gonna come get it, because she's got a phone. Thank you, Wendy. Can I see your paperwork, or?
Well, sure, they
what
try to deny
definitely
it.
is what you need to turn in.
Every page except for the very last blank one is stuff I'm turning in.
If
I
one
have-
of the girls at the windows can take this.
Yeah, I have
But if
3
you've got a complaint, it probably
complaints.
has to go to Lieutenant Wolford.
Yeah, I have 3 of those, and I have 5 FOIA request forms, which on the 18th they refused to let me turn in because I wish to stay anonymous. But the statute says that I'm allowed to do that anonymously. I just gave them my email, and so I think they forgot there's a huge fine for not following through with that. You know.
Well, hopefully he can speak out of the meeting.
I'm sure he's gonna be so excited.
He's a good person.
He seems like it, honestly. I've had to deal with him several times.
Hi, Anna.
What do you got?
Turn the paper.
All right, cue the undersheriff. I have 3 complaint forms, and I have 5 FOIA request forms, all of which I'm turning in anonymously. And,
Well, you're not anonymous, you're Angel Farmer.
oh, that's okay. Still turning it.
But they have to be
Didn't,
notarized.
no,
and you have
that's
to
okay.
fill them out.
Not
We
for
don't
the
ex-
FOIAs.
Our
Not for the
FOIA lady says
FOIAs.
they won't
No,
take
well,
it.
your FOIA lady's wrong, and you gotta check the statute, dude. You're the
Well, she
undersheriff.
goes to classes
Sir,
for
you're,
FOIA, so-
check the statute. Look, go in, I'll wait for you. Go in there right now and do it. Go ahead, because,
I'm not checking
sir,
the
you're not
statute right now. She's not
understanding.
here today.
Isn't it a minimum of a $2,000 fine that you guys have to pay
I know.
if you don't take them? But
All I'm telling you
listen,
is if they're not filled out
well,
completely,
excuse me.
she's not gonna accept it.
Well, you know what? That's great, but listen, I want stamped copies, sir, okay? Please. He's like, yeah, it was that nice. There was an undersheriff from last time that refused to identify. Not even sure if he's really a police officer. I'm going to assume he's not. Last time he didn't have a badge present or anything and still wouldn't identify. As I grilled his guys under him instead of him being a man and taking it. But again, I'm being told that I have to put my name on these FOIA request forms. Now, if they wanna go ahead and not, take my complaints for that, well, then that's great. And when they end up having an issue because that Bonds guy and that whole case going on, then I guess that'd just be negligence on the sheriff's department for not looking into it when they've been made aware and been given the video links. So that's on them, because I don't expect it to go far anyway. But we'll see here. They're again not taking these FOIA forms that I gave them on the 18th, so 12 days ago. And I still don't know who was up there hollering my name, saying get to work or something. I would hope that they're being nice, but that's not really usual here. Was that an employee since nobody's allowed in here supposedly?
Pardon me.
What am I hearing? Is that a cell phone?
I don't know.
Is that
up there.
is that an electronic playing a child's? You guys hear that? That is like a child show.
If it's an employee, employees are allowed to have phones.
Employees are supposed to play little rainbows or whatever that was on the job. I'd like to know who the employee was that wanted to say something. I'd like him to come ask whatever he has to ask right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but I thought I had heard it the first time saying my name with it. And then the second time, I knew I heard it. Somebody's here trying to say something under the cover of a bunch of stairs because they know she won't let me up. So, ma'am, what was your first name?
Are you speaking with me?
Yeah.
My first name is Donna.
Dawn?
Donna.
Donna? I figure we're all on a first name basis here. Actually, the undersheriff even knows my last name. He really should use that and look up how he looked on that one video. Looked like a coward, didn't even protect his guys when I was grilling them. Well, guys, here we are held up again because they don't know whether they can take complaints and FOIAs the right way. Like, who else is supposed to know? Who's supposed to know? That's my question. I know. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of unprofessional to be hollering from up there down here so you get to work age or blah, 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 when I'm here trying to get business done. So I definitely am not going to deal with that every time I'm forced to come to this lovely building. And unfortunately, I have to a lot because they don't know how to take in the right papers. Now, now that the undersheriff is aware of my name, which I knew that wasn't going to take long, I think I put my name on his complaint. But he can't use that and blast it all over my paperwork that I'm turning in anonymously, can he? Isn't that illegal? Like the confidentiality if I'm doing it anonymously?
Well, I don't believe that he's going to alter your paperwork.
Well, you might like put the note in the file so then everybody knows, which they may or may not know anyway, but I'm not wasting my time going to the bank, getting it notarized and doing all that when it's not my problem. These officers are failing to do what they got to do. Do you guys have to wear masks inside the office?
I believe at their workstations they don't have to.
How do you feel about the PPE that was laying all over the grounds of the Veterans Home in LaSalle? Well, we've been here for almost 13 minutes, and they still apparently have no idea whether they can take my FOIAs or not without my name on it. Like, why? Like, look it up. Why is this so hard? You guys are trained police officers, and nobody knows how to look it up after all these different things. They've had 12 days to look it up, so they knew. And for the door, they've had it countless times. But I've been here probably 5 or 6 times, and every single time I've had my First and Fourth Amendment rights violated. Every single time. Every one of them. I'd call the undersheriff by his name, but he was too much of a wussy to actually tell me it. I didn't care to look into it too far. And that's a shame. This guy's supposed to be a leader. These people are supposed to be working under him. You know, leaders don't do that. Even that guy last time told me he'd sue me here. I laughed so hard, I can't even tell you. And guess what? His lawyers have yet to contact me, send me anything. You want to know why? Because just like you know, apparently, we don't have expectation of privacy. Just like that ding-dong up there could have easily been recording me, and I couldn't do anything. Well, actually, if he's a worker here, I could FOIA it at least. Do something. Can you ask them how much longer they're going to hold me up to just simply turn in my forms? Because I've been here 15 minutes now. You know, it's kind of obnoxious. I had to wait almost 2 weeks to do this again after I came from Peru before. I can't believe this, guys. Like, at what point is their oath going to go over these BS rules they have? Because now they're telling me that I still have to go back down to the other courthouse. They got some whiner up there. I wonder if that was him. How you doing, bro? I don't know if that was him or not, but I saw movement. Bet he's trying to get a picture of me. I'd just like to know who that was. Very interesting. Alright guys, we've been here for 15 minutes. Actually, I've paused my video several times just to cut it down. So we've been here for more than 16 minutes waiting for the same crap. For the same stuff that we dealt with before and still not being taken care of, and nobody's doing it the right way, and then nobody knows what the hell they're doing. And they try to tell me, well, this lady's trained. Well, no, she's not. And you know what? If you're unsure, then freaking look it up.
Is he still down there?
Not too much, Joe. How are
See
you?
much anymore. I come in the other door.
I know.
How's everybody doing?
Good. Everybody's good. Doing well.
I saw David.
Oh, yeah.
This is crazy. Guys, I cannot even believe this. I feel bad for her because honestly she seems like a nice person, but I've dealt with her before.
He's looking at the paperwork, and then once he gets a final result on it, he'll bring it out to you.
He doesn't need to get nothing on it. He just needs to give me my stamped copy and let me go. It's supposed to be a 2-minute thing, not him reviewing my complaints, and I've complained on him. You know? Any man that won't identify himself as a police officer when he's sitting there trying to violate your 4th and 1st Amendment rights definitely should never be an undersheriff. And I guarantee you he will never be elected as the sheriff, ever. Ever. Guarantee you. Wolford will get it before he does. Well, let's see if they're coming out for this or if they're just lollygagging some more. Guys, this place is ridiculous. I meant to write down the phone number as usual, but I forgot, so I have to put it in the description when I'm done. I'm very confused with who the ding-dong up there was, though. He's lucky I can't come in here and investigate. He's lucky that they're violating my 1st and 4th Amendment rights, because I'd go right up at him with the camera, seeing what he had to question. Donna, can I ask you, at some point, are you going to get sick of violating my rights and tell them, hey, unless you give me proper paperwork that goes above the Constitution of the United States, and I'm not going to do this anymore because I took an oath and I honor that oath? Because you seem like a nice lady, but you seem like you don't want to step on the wrong toes. You don't want to step on the toes of the American people either, though, you know? Like, this is lawsuit stuff. Same with the whole FOIA thing. The minimum fine they could get is like $2,500 for playing these games, and they're doing it again. Well, I can't confirm that yet, but they probably are. Apparently they need the whole group of everybody to review my complaints. They can review the one where that guy decided to put his hands on me. They better look into that, whether they want to take it with notary or not, because either way there was a complaint filed against them at Ottawa PD for that. Because if I did that to you or to one of these guys, you guys would slam me on the damn ground, right? Immediately. That ain't cool. He ain't gonna touch me. He went so far, he brought my kids into it. My little innocent girls. That was terrible. Trying to berate me for being at the child support office. That is not somebody that should have a gun on their hip. No way. All right, guys, so according to my camera, we are at 1942, which is really probably like 23 minutes. So I'm not sure what the deal is and why we need to do all this. But I want my copy. Can you just tell them I want my stamped copies and I'm going? Because either way, I'm leaving them here, period. Whether they want to take them or not, they're going to be the one's negligent for taking the complaint, that's on them. But nonetheless, they're going to have the complaints. And I expect him to keep my identity confidential, whether he knows it or not. You know, and I'm pretty sure that's probably the law too, right? It's like anonymous tips. But this is worse. Guys, this is awful. I'm going to pause it again since it's calm and these guys are taking forever. Now, what's the penalty for going through this thing without your permission? Lawfully. Can you lawfully do anything to me?
Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave your phone here. I'll let you come through. You just have to leave your phone. Like you can leave it
Girl,
on
we've
the
been-
box between the doors or outside.
We've been over this. That ain't happening.
Don't wanna.
Are you aware that it's actually bad for the electronics battery to leave it out in a cold car? And same with outside. So they'd be asking me to risk my phone. And my First and Fourth Amendment rights. Even at the Veterans Home, that state trooper came before he even talked to me and told them that I was allowed to be there doing that and there's nothing they could do. They got mad. You know why they got mad? Because they got exposed for even after all this stuff's been going on that I'm sure you've heard of, they still had PPE freaking, there was like 40 freaking masks, face shields, everything all over the place. It was disgusting. Then they wondered why I got so upset. You'd be upset too, you know? Think about if you sent your grandpa there. That'd be terrible. And originally, I was curious as to why they were kind of blaming employees and all that, and I didn't really know how I felt about it. But when I went there, they wanted me gone immediately because they didn't want me seeing all that. They weren't wearing the mask leaving the building, and I'm not really the mask police, but when we're expected to do it all the time, then, you know, just like with the whole thing about putting hands on people. You know, if I put hands on you, you and 10 of your buddies would be on me in a minute, you know. And that's another thing, we can't treat people like that because we both know what just happened in Oglesby. And 2 really nice cops got dealt with that way, probably because of other people like this, and the guy's crazy, you know. And don't all officers have to take like the police community relations or anything like that? I'll tell you what, it's not the end of it for that guy that hollered my name down. He did not know. He did not know. One terrible Veterans Home employee, some awful woman named Corinne, she not only did that, she stated the age of my 3-year-old and everything with my exact address in the same paragraph and did it multiple times. And you're damn right I made a video about her. You'll never guess who changed all their pictures and everything on Facebook. She didn't want to be seen because she knows that's an awful thing to do. Because I have her phone number and her home address. I'm not doing anything with it because I'm not going to put her or her grandkids at risk. Guys, according to my phone, it's now almost 24 minutes, so it really means I've been here about half an hour turning this. Can you please tell them to go get my copies? Tell them it's been freaking half an hour. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to turn in paperwork.
It should be shortly because
It's been half an hour. Tell them to come on. They don't need to have the whole office reading my stuff.
nobody's reading your stuff. They're just checking to make
Girl, you know, this is like the 3rd time I've seen you, and every time you have a bad attitude. Every time.
I have a
Shitty
bad
attitude. Yeah.
Excuse me, I don't have a bad attitude and don't take me. I'm not giving you permission to take me.
You don't need my permission, honey, or your permission or whatever. Go ask the sheriff. Ask her. She knows. Might as well correct her because she's making herself sound like a fool and you know it. Why do you think Donna here hasn't said anything? Oh, then why don't you file something against me?
I will.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Hey, what's your name, ma'am? What's your name?
What's your name?
Angel. Accountability Angel. You'll be all over my YouTube later. Promise you, bro. Promise you.
You scare me.
Who is that? You need to help me find out who that is.
It's none of your business.
Girl, fuck you. Get away from me.
Excuse me?
Get away from me now. You came out here starting problems. Go. Get in there.
No.
Go. You little fucking child. Oh, look at her. She got her mask down.
You asked me a question.
Yeah, okay, young lady. All right.
Tell me.
Go back to preschool. Get out of here. You're on the clock. Get out of here. Go.
Let's get Adam out here to get the.
Please, yeah, I've been asking you guys. I've been here half an hour. Get out of here. Go. Shoot. Shoot. You're like a freaking pesty dog.
Come out with that paperwork, please. Thank you.
Oh, you know what? What are you calling me? This lady came out here arguing with me, telling me not to film her. I said, ask your buddy here. I said, I can film you.
Not me.
Yes, I can, honey. You're a public employee. And she won't identify, just like you wouldn't before.
I'm waiting to see if we hear anything back from the Attorney General's office. They do not believe that we will accept anonymous.
Well, I'm leaving them here anyway. It doesn't matter. You don't have to take them. That'll
We
be
got told last time we will
negligent on you. But the FOIAs,
accept,
you have to accept, or you're violating the law.
not necessarily if they're anonymous. We're waiting for, because otherwise they have to.
Are you aware this lady took her mask down out in the lobby?
Not.
Oh, you did? And she called me a you-know-what to you. Are you guys talking about the smack as soon as I leave? Do you hate that I call out oathbreakers? Why isn't she identifying herself? Isn't that in your policy?
Wendy.
Wendy?
Yeah.
Oh, great to meet you.
Okay,
Have a good day.
so the.
Yeah, you too.
The complaints we don't accept, there have to be.
Somebody needs a
notarized and
beer.
completed. Okay,
Well, I'm sorry. Either way, I'm leaving them.
that's fine.
All right, period. Period. I am leaving them. I expect you not to put my name on anything that I turned in anonymously, whether you know my name or not,
Well,
right? And my FOIA forms also need to be turned in, and they can be anonymous.
you just talk over the top of everybody?
Yes, I do.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, when this lady came out at me, I've been cordial with Donna the whole time.
But I'm just telling you, it's not that we accept citizen complaints, but you have to do it properly. You have to fill them out and have them notarized so that people don't.
So if one of your officers was doing something very terrible to people, nobody could turn them in. Nobody could make you guys aware of it without putting their name all over it.
Absolutely make it so.
That's what I'm doing. I'm making you guys aware. What you do with it, that's on you. All right, that's your negligence if you don't take care of it.
It has to be filled out.
All right, well, sir, honestly, look, well, actually, you're not even a sir to me because you're actually an oathbreaker, but I've been here 27 minutes and 26 seconds, and that is not including,
Going on too, Angel. We have other business going on too. You're not.
it doesn't matter. All I'm doing is turning in paperwork.
I know, but you're not.
What is your name,
You're not the
Mr.
only person
Undersheriff?
here today, so you're not the only
It
person.
takes 2 minutes to freaking turn it in and give me a stamped copy.
Well, like I told
You guys
you-
reviewed it, called the Attorney General. You got a little bimbo running out here trying to talk shit.
You're demanding answers and you're.
I
not the
dare
only
it.
person here.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see what she has to say. What's her name?
All right.
Can I have another complaint form, sir? I need a complaint form. Wendy's gonna get it. Wendy is completely obnoxious. Last time I was, well, 2 times ago, I was here talking to Lieutenant Wolford, I think, and she butts in saying, no, you never turned in those complaints on the undersheriff. And I was like, what? Because I walked them in here personally, so I know I brought it in. You know, it's things like that. That doesn't help. That does not help. You know what that does? Pisses people off more, because look how fast I rose after she started it. And then call me a you-know-what. Like, are you kidding me? I call her you-know-what. I'll use my actual words, though. All right, everybody. So Wendy is that woman's name, calling me a you-know-what and all these other things. This douchebag up here, we're going to figure that out. Donna's done okay besides violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights. The undersheriff, terrible as usual. Yeah, he has been a little better than last time. Trying to get a good shot. There's the gang flag, if you can see it way back in there. Guys, this is ridiculous. Do you see why I have to keep coming back here? Because they won't take my paperwork. They say, oh, we have other people. Well, take my damn papers and go. Who the fuck's that? Who is that? Nope, go get him. Call the sheriff. Who the fuck are you, bro? Nope, I need another FOIA request form. Right now, and I also want a complaint form. 2 of them.
She would like 2 complaint forms and another FOIA request form, please.
No, and I also want the undersheriff to come back out here.
And she would like to.
Or somebody. You saw that too. That's why I looked, because you were looking.
I did not catch who it was.
But you saw the phone, didn't you, in the hand? That's not, look at that. That's completely unprofessional, though, and you know that. That's ridiculous. Who the fuck is that?
So I looked. I could hear the door like as a.
Guys, somebody went up there that works here, apparently, it seems like, is up there video recording me like I called, on their tax dollars. On the tax dollars, guys. We're at the LaSalle County Sheriff's Department. Not really, well, we're at the Criminal Justice Center that houses it. Not really sure who the fuck that belongs to, but he's going down. That's fucking creepy. You know what that is? That's weird. And he better not be getting paid right now, no 40, 50, 60 bucks an hour to do it. Would you do something like that, especially on the job? That's fucking creepy. Bro, why are you wasting the tax dollars? Why don't you come down here so we can do it face to face? I'm gonna FOIA your phone, you fucking moron. Not you. See what? Do you see why I'm upset with that though? That's a state employee most likely then, right? Most likely, because I don't think anybody else is here, are they? Nope. Guys, that's ridiculous. I can't even believe that. So right up in this little corner, right inside the door, is where one of their employees is doing that. I need the undersheriff. I need somebody. Get Templeton out here. We're not going to play that game. I'll tell you what, if that dumb motherfucker posts my home address like that other woman, you guys are going to be in a rude awakening. I'm not going to know what to do with me. Come on, bro, where are you at? Put your phone up. Put it up so it's public record. It already is. Even if you delete it, we can find it. And I'm going to, and I'm going to make sure you get it. I can't believe that. Cannot believe it. All right, guys, according to my phone, it's now 32 minutes, which really means it's like 37 minutes. Can you please go get somebody, get my papers, and then get the undersheriff because I need to discuss it with him. And I also need my complaint forms. I'm not playing this game. What kind of fucking idiot does that? See, Donna, she's done generally okay. This little pussy up there, though, I'd like to know what he's doing. And I'd like to know why it's so wrong to get so upset that I'm filming and recording police officers and other state employees. But, and maybe Donna knows, I don't know if you saw yourself on mine, but I post good videos and bad videos. I post the positive ones, just like yesterday. I sent Burnaby an email saying his officer did a good job, you know, and multiple other departments. They act like I'm just some police hater when that's not the truth. You know, I'm just fighting for our rights. You know what they say, you don't use them, you lose them. It's true, isn't it? Because look, you guys are trying to make us lose them right here. God, that pissed me off.
We don't take that.
You don't take FOIAs here?
Downtown courthouse. We don't have anything to do with their video system.
Oh, that one? Okay.
These two go to the jail because they're all back there. They fill their FOIA requests.
They told me to come here.
So they have administrative personnel there. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody's on the same page. So the other ones come to you, right?
What's that?
So the other ones
The other
stay
ones,
with
we
you?
have 5 days to decide what we're going to do with them. So
No, I understand that, even though they already refused it on the 18th. But my question is, one of your employees was up there. I heard it, and so did Donna. They kept saying, get to work, Angel, blah, 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 a couple different times. And then a few minutes go by, and I have this on film. A few minutes go by, and then I see the camera leaning right over there, recording me while they're on tax dollars, wasting time. And he's trying to, whoever it was, I have no idea who it was, didn't see him. You guys got the film. But they're trying to intimidate me while I'm complaining.
okay. Well, but keep in mind those people don't work for the sheriff's office.
Well, nonetheless, somebody here did that, and that's wrong.
Okay.
They're trying to intimidate me out of filing my complaint.
Okay. Well, I mean, and maybe they're not even a LaSalle County employee. You don't know that. So
Well, why is their phone with them then? Because nobody else is allowed to have them, right?
if it's an attorney, I don't know. They have no idea. So,
It better not be an attorney. You better hope it's not. You better hope.
I
No.
don't know. So, okay.
But I can FOIA those records, right?
So I don't know. I'm waiting here. So and then, like I said, we don't citizen complaints. They're supposed to be filled out, signed, and notarized. So that's our policy.
But what if I'm just giving you the tip? Well, listen. But so you're gonna just ignore it if somebody's saying that your officer's sexually harassing or something? That's fucked up. So that means if somebody's doing something crazy to you, that means that you cannot kind of give the police a tip without identifying yourself, is what they're telling me, which is messed up because there's some serious things that go on with. Have you heard of that Daniel Holtzclaw? He was an officer, good-looking guy, all-American dude, whatever, out there raping multiple black women, and finally one blew the whistle because everybody was too afraid to turn him in. And I think I want to say he got the death penalty. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you up anymore, so I'm going to deal with my complaints and come back. But thank you for being kind and courteous. I hope you look into the whole thing about violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights and when your oath overtakes what they're saying. I hope you do. Did he give me... Hold on. Did he give me back my copy from the FOIAs that I turned into him? I don't think he did, unless I'm wrong. I think he only gave me those. I didn't get the yellow sheet that goes back to me. I just come here at a bad time. It's only really when it works out. Yeah, he didn't give me from whichever ones he accepted, he didn't give me the yellow copy from me. All right, so I've been here like over an hour. They're closing. I don't want to hold up this little woman, honestly. So
You did not give her back her yellow copy.
now I don't have my copy.
Okay. All right, I will advise her. Thank you. So Angel, Adam said you get the yellow copy back when they fill them out.
Okay.
Either it gets accepted or denied.
Well, can they give me a stamped copy from my records? I think they're supposed to provide me with that. Like at the time of service. I wouldn't call it service. So if that's a lawyer up there, the lawyer's going down. She kind of raised that it could have been, or he did.
One more question.
Guys, this is ridiculous. So the jail tells me to come over here. They tell me to go to the jail. These people tell me to go to the other courthouse. The other courthouse tells me to come here, and now they're telling me to go back to the other courthouse. This is crazy.
So you will get the copy with the stamping on it, whether it gets accepted or denied.
All right, I'm not even going to argue it and waste your time anymore. I would. All right, well, thank you, honey. Have a good day, Donna. Get home safe.
Safeguarding.
Sure.
Stay warm.
I'm going to try. All right, guys, well, that was a shit show. Some douchebag. Let's see if I can see him from up there. Some douchebag is up there. Doing God knows what. They refused to accept my complaints. Freaking Wendy. This is the end of it. I just requested all that info. So...